And when it comes to those black Hebrew Israelites on the corner, those are tares too, who preach about the white man as Esau. When Esau was a black man with reddish black skin. It wasn't no brown skin baby and no white skin baby that two brown skin people then created out of their womb. It was just two different nations. One was brown skin and one was reddish brown skin. That's who Esau is. Esau is not the white man. Stop listening to those people. And when it comes to the 12 tribes they have, if you know Baba, he was a Freemason who made that tribes calendar. That Black Hebrew Israelites Foundation started with Freemasonry Black Hebrew Israelites. That 12 tribe chart that Freemason made for the Black Hebrew Israelites, how it says all the Mexicans are Hebrew Israelites. No, the Hebrews were scattered in each continent, each country, all across the world. So if you got Mexicans over here and you see some over there, some of those Mexicans are Hebrews, but not that whole group of Mexicans are Hebrew Israelites. Not all of them over there can be like, oh, I'm a Hebrew. No, there's only some of them that look like me, but they are Mexican. Those are Hebrew Israelites. So stop listening to Christianity and stop listening to those black Hebrew Israelites. I am not a Christian, and I most definitely don't agree with those black Hebrew Israelites. Both of those are tares. So when you get to asking me questions, remember, I have nothing to do with those black Hebrew Israelites on the corners, and I don't have nothing to do with Christianity.
All praise to YAHAWAH.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Akwakadash, double honors. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great wills, and Salakia. Shalom to my Akim, Akwakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bond captivity, as well as speckled blood that may look like the other nations. Or actually, Yasharallah, his brother Kawakam, coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, we're going to be talking about this whole Hebrew Israelites are on the corners of tares, and the thing about this dude is he's just so wrong on so many ways. He doesn't know what a tear is, and he doesn't understand. Actually, let me get this instead. Sloth, hold on. Did I? Okay, I did not mess it up. This. Basically, what happened was, I heard this one couple. Oh, I fucked it up. Black couple has. Yes, here it is. Over here it was this couple. I don't think it was this couple specifically, because I remember that they were uh two girl. It was two girls, but yeah, this is multiple different occasions. What the fuck? Okay, anyway, there's multiple different occasions where um it is possible for the two black, two so-called black people to have a white child. This is basically one of the examples of that, where they had one that was dark skinned, another that was white skinned. All right. Also, this is another one where you have this Jake man with this Edomite looking woman. All right, and they have one white, one black, and then where's the other one? Oh, here's another one. I think this is I don't know. But anyway, basically, yeah, this is another thing. Just basically, and I think that's I forgot the origin. Which, let me just take albino origin. Albino basically is basically like the lack of pigmentation, stuff like that. It's a genetic disorder. So they're supposed to have melanin, but they're not. I think I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is an example that albino is not an ethnicity. It can happen to anyone, and that's basically not necessarily. No, that's kind of wrong to say that. That's not necessarily what Esau is. It it's more so the fact that stating that it is that stating that two people of the same two a, one couple of the same race cannot have two different races of people is an ignorant and objectively false statement to make. All right, so yeah, you have this person who wants to die on this hill of he wants to die on this hill of Esau is not the white man. All right, which there's no that's just not true. He is the white man. Now another thing, again, he doesn't know what the tares are. So let's actually get into that. Matthew chapter 13, verse 24, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field, but while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. But so the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? Okay. Verse 28, he said unto them, an enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So basically, the thing about let me actually get this. Are tares look like wheat? So basically, tares look like wheat. All right, that's the reason of the parable. So there are going to be people that look like Israelites but are not actually Israelites. That is what a tear is. And that's why you have this person who doesn't know what a tear is and is just using this as an insult, as a childish insult, rather than actually knowing what he's talking about. Which that's the thing about the internet. Literally anyone can post a video of himself on the internet and then say objectively wrong things, and so many people will believe him. All right, so people will say, "Oh, 1 + 1 is actually 3," like that one dude. I forgot his name, and then, or whatever he said. I don't remember. But basically, um, so many people will believe it because this is the thing. People believe literally anything on the internet. All right, people believe anything on the internet, and people are easily deceived. All right, it's lucky. Anyway, as I was saying, so now we understand what a tear is. The tear is going to look like the wheat or look like the Israelites. So that's why, like, you have people that look like Israelites. Like, for example, um, oh yeah, well, one example I always go to is this Tracy Ellis Ross. She is an example of a tear because she looks like an Israelite, all right, but she's actually not an Israelite. She's actually an Edomite, all right, because of her father. So she has dark skin and stuff like that. People say, "Oh yeah, I loved her on Blackish and whatnot," which even I enjoyed that. Even I enjoyed that show, but it doesn't change the fact that is uh, she is a proper example of a tear. You can't just slap that term on literally anyone. And plus, you don't even know. That's the thing. We don't even know our physical heritage because that whole thing of going back to our ancestry stuff like that. We don't actually have that. All right, but even still, with that, through the prophecies, we're able to determine. Through the prophecies, we're able to determine that we are Israelites. But then, there are still certain people who try to pass off as Israelites. All right, and when I say Israelites, I mean both as brothers as well as people of color like Tracy Ellis Ross, whom she claims and she says, "Oh yeah, I'm black and whatnot," and stuff like that. Which that's the thing where people in Babylon, when they have a so-called black mother or a black father, it's not where just one of their parents is so-called black. They tend to cling to that rather than clinging to, oh, I'm white. All right. An example of that is that one chick. What I forgot. What's that bitch's name? Um, is this her name? Yeah, her. She claims. Oh, I think she claims. Does she? Does she claim? Does I did not ask this question. I asked a specific question, and Google never. Okay, thank you. Okay, never mind then. Okay, so she never claimed to be black. She always called herself white, but other people are calling her black. All right, so I think that's funny. All right, it's pretty funny that people. Hold on. Where is Okay, this person. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say that that's true, but let me do one more quick search and then I just wanna. This isn't. It doesn't even matter, but because okay, let's just skip this. Okay, basically, people put labels on people, and you understand that whenever black is involved, people always say, "Oh, I'm black." They will enjoy the privileges of if they look of their other parental lineage or whatever the frick it's called. All right. So if they're dark brown skin and they have a white parent, then they're gonna take advantage of that white parent's whiteness and whatnot, and so on, and in other ethnicities as well. But you get the point. Okay, so Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14, there will henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by slave men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. And that's another thing where you have people like him who are just following after, Esau is not Esau is not the white man, and rather than actually going into all these different things, which I do not want to go into. That's a whole another lesson, and that's a lot of things. But I will give you this. I'll give you this. Genesis chapter 30, 32, I believe. Please tell me I got it right. Oh my God. I think it's 27. Genesis 27, verse, I think 40. Yeah, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's basically how Esau lives, where it's always, shoot first, ask later, or, the modern day sword is the gun, and it's kill and conquer, and all that stuff. And that's basically how Esau has lived his life and ruled his kingdom. So as a result of that, this is a part of it. There's more, of course, but I've already made a lesson, at least one lesson on that, or other brothers have made lessons on this, so you can definitely go. I mean, hell, maybe check this video out as well, because brother does a good job on this as well. Anyway, continuing on. Wait, did I read this? Ephesians. Oh yeah, so yeah, wind of doctrine. Basically, they want to just follow after whatever they want rather than what is actually true. Okay, and that's the thing where people are to love Esau so much that they don't want Esau to be a bad guy, even though he is a bad guy, objectively a bad guy, and has been destroying so many of us. All right. Um, Not just us Israelites, but other heathen nations as well, which the heathen nations also hate him as well. Isaiah 30 verse 10, which says, "This year see not unto the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant." Basically, they want to hear deceits, they want to hear lies, okay? And that's where the main thing comes into play, where he doesn't care that Esau is actually objectively wicked. The only thing that he wants is, oh, Esau can be saved, oh, Esau this, Esau that, and whatnot. Or he's trying to find a space to bring Esau in when Esau would not and does not do the same for us. All right. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11, "And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie." And this is the, I think this is the one of the biggest lies ever, that people constantly believe that Esau is some great person or some good person, when in actuality he's just been trying to deceive and destroy, and no one cares about that reality. It's always just, I want Esau to make it before me, even though Esau has been living it up and destroying not just our people, but his own people and other people as well. All right, but that is a strong illusion of that Stockholm syndrome that our people have. Proverbs 17 verse 13, "Whosoever rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house." And again, this is the justification of the wicked, the worst people on the earth. He's trying to, it's always about how do we save Esau, rather than Esau's judgment is coming and let the Lord handle him. All right, but no, he's trying to change the truth of Yahweh into a lie. All right, I'll get fuck. Let me get that. In Romans 1:25, "Who change the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen." And that's the thing where people want to serve the creature, Esau Edom, more than the actual Creator, Yahawadah. Now Isaiah 5 and verse 23, "We justify the wicked from reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." And that's the thing, Jake is always trying to justify evil, trying to push out wickedness. All right, so as a result of that, the Lord's going to judge him. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakwadash, give honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the bottom, and Shalom.